All right, what is going on, guys? Here we go. Stage number one getting ready to get kicked off at the 2025 Dakar Rally. And man, are we going to get a good one. 419 kilometers, 413 kilometers, actually. 413 kilometers these guys are going to be running. So if you guys do the quick math on that, we're looking at about 62 miles per every 100. 4 times that, 62. We're looking at about 240 some odd miles. So roughly a little over 250 miles that these guys are going to be racing today. They do have a little bit of a commute this morning, going to be 86 kilometers long, so should be interesting. The guy's first bike was out of the bivouac. I'm going to put the graphic here on the screen so you guys can check it out and see what I am seeing here. First bike should have left the bivouac this morning at 5:05 a.m., which would have put it at 6:05 p.m. here on the West Coast. First vehicle, FIA vehicle, is going to be leaving the bivouac at 7:30 a.m. over there. Going to be 8:30 p.m. here. Right now, it is currently 7:22 p.m. So we've got the first bikes out of the bivouac, headed their way all the way up to the the DSS Depart Special Stage Selective Section. Down on the screen here, as you can see, that's going to be towards the bottom right at the end of that green line. So the bivouac in Bisha, that's the start camp that you see in the top right side. Then they're going to do a loop all the way back and around and then finish up right there at Bisha. So it will be nice. They don't have a liaison at the end of the stage, so it'll keep that stage a little shorter for them. Only the commute in the morning. They'll only be suffering in the morning. So very awesome to see that. We've got the first bike is scheduled to depart the starting line, going to be at 7 a.m. According to this, which means that it's going to be in a little over a half hour, going to be at 8 p.m. here on the West Coast. The first bike will be leaving the line. First vehicle going to be off the line at 10:25 p.m. or 9:25 a.m. over there in Saudi Arabia. So a little bit longer of a stage, nothing too bad. Great stage one, I think, for these guys. Breakdown of that stage, starting from left to right. If you guys are watching this on YouTube or if you're watching this on Spotify video, you can see the asphalt. No asphalt today. The commute doesn't count on that one. Dirt track, we're looking roughly at about 26% for that. 65% sand. 0% dunes with 9% stone track. So should be an interesting mix up there. I think it's going to favor our SoCal guys and maybe a little bit more than that. So something that has been a conversation that's been going on, and I had a chance to talk to Mason about this, about the testing and how this testing in Southern California, the suspension and that kind of stuff compares to the rest of the world when it comes to setting up bikes. It's hard to beat. So for those guys that grew up racing here, like Jacob Argybright aboard that new Honda rally bike that'll be for sale for public consumption. I don't know how much of the public is going to get it, but it'll be next year. That is going to be coming in soon. But grew up racing here in the Southern California deserts. No stranger to this kind of terrain, so should see some good times from really anybody that grew up racing. I think Ricky Brabeck, Skylar Howes, of course, Mason Klein, Jacob Argybright. I think all of these guys are going to get a really, really good run at this stage one, which will be good because stage number 2 is going to be for that 48-hour chrono stage. So not a lot of info on this one. This is going to be a good first day for these guys, so we'll see how it all shakes down. If you haven't already, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. If you're following on Spotify or any of the other platforms, do make sure to follow us on YouTube or jump on over to Spotify video so you guys can see these graphics, see what we're showing as we're getting ready. So with that being said, guys, I got to get to got to get back to the 9 to 5 life. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning where we'll have our results show and talk a little bit about that. So with that being said, remember, it'll make sense when you get there. Enjoy the ride.